What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today we have a Volvo. It is an S40 T5 all-wheel drive. And what we're doing to it today is doing a few things, but on this video we're doing lower control arm. You can see it's right down in there. This one we suspect is bent, and we'll have to change it out. We have the new one right here. Got it from O'Reilly's. That's over there. Import Direct. They're not a sponsor, but that's who we got it from. Part number, I think that's it right there, 5CB10292. And come in this big box right here. But here it is. Got the ball joint, got the bushings all in it. Control arm complete assembly. But the way we're going to have to do this is I'm going to take the tie rod off right there, and then take the nut on the bottom. I'll turn it so y'all can see it in a minute, but once you take that nut off the bottom, we'll take it out of the bushings. One's right there, and then you have two bolts on the bottom that come up like that. Kind of show y'all. See how it's got the nuts right there on the top? I know it's in the plastic, it's a little harder to see, but that's the nuts right there, and the bolts come through, and that just slides around like the K-member or subframe, whatever you want to call it. And then there's your ball joint right here. I'll show you, this is the passenger side. It should be the same for both sides. And that's what it looks like. But we're going to put that back on just in case it falls off and it doesn't damage the boot. So take the tie rod off right there. There we go. Zoomed in a little bit. But take that off. That is a 15. So we'll get that 15 loose, and then whenever I knock that loose, I'll come back and show you the ball joint and let you know what size and all that stuff is. So we got the tie rod loose. It was a 15, and then we just used our tie rod tool to break it loose. Now, there is your nut right there for your lower ball joint, and that right there is a 21 on mine. The new one is way bigger. I did kind of go through it. It's probably a 22 just by looking at it. So if yours has ever been changed, it may be a 22, but mine is a 21. So we'll have to use a wrench just because it's a little bit harder to get in there. And I've already broken it loose a little bit. So I'm going to thread this off, and then once I get it threaded off, I'll bring y'all back, because I know y'all don't want to watch me do that for an hour. So I'll be right back. So got the nut off, and I just used a pickle fork to get in here and hammer right there. Let me see if I can get y'all a better picture on this side. So I got a pickle fork up inside here, right there. Hammered it, and it popped it loose. I had to hit it really hard to get this one to come loose, because it was in there really, really good. So, but let me kind of show y'all. I know it's really dark, but we do get it loose. So gotta set y'all up a little bit. Got that loose. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to come in, and I'm probably going to pull this out. I won't have to pull it out anyway to do the next job on this, because we're doing a timing belt and a valve cover gasket on here. To do the valve cover gasket on this, you have to take the timing cover and the timing belt off, because the valve cover gasket is actually part of the cam holders. So, but that's in probably the next video. But I'm going to pull the inner fender out. You have like some little plastic 10 millimeters, looks like a couple of Torx bits. Then you got Torx bits all around through here, to some right there, right here, and then this looks like Torx bits and those little plastic 10 millimeters. I'll let you know what size all the Torx bits are when I get them out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out so we can get a better view of this little bushing right here on the front. You can probably get in there without doing it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it just because I gotta take it out anyway. We got the inner fender out, and here's all the bolts I had to take off right there. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like about 8 or 9 Torx bits, and then 2 of these little plastic ones are right there. And then there's your inner fender right there. You can see of all the room that you have. And yes, I will clean that off. Figure I'd show it to you. So went ahead and broke this bolt loose, pulled it out as far as I could. We're gonna have to remove these 2 so we can get these lines to move a little bit, so we can pull the bolt all the way out. It's just got to come up just a hair. So we're gonna pull these 2 13 millimeters out. That was an 18 millimeter. Now, I don't know if somebody changed one of these bolts or what. First time I've ever done one of these control arms on one of these cars, but that one is a 19, that one is a 15. I feel like somebody put that bolt in there because it sticks way past the nut on the inside, and it is a lot different. Like that one's shouldered, that one isn't. But I'll put a washer on that whenever I go to put it back in just to do it, because that is the bolt to come out. But I feel like they both should have been 15s. But that's just me. We'll put them back in the same orientation that they come out. So we're gonna pull these off real quick, and I'll just use my impact. I'll kind of show y'all doing that. One bolt, get in there. And 2 bolts. And these do have thread locker on them. That's interesting. I wonder if they go in and hold like some kind of cover or something. But we'll get it enough where I can push it up. Maybe slide this one underneath it. May have to set y'all down for a minute. I doubt y'all can see that, but here is that bolt. Now, next thing I'm going to do is pull those 2 that I showed you, that 19 and that 15 out real quick, and then whenever I get ready to slide it out, I'll bring it back. This fell out that easy. So here is the new one. Let me move this out of your way. Here is the new one. Let's kind of set this back in here. I just got to find a washer for that other bolt before I go do that. Just going to thread these in, and I got to look up the hitch spec on them anyway, and I'm not going to bore y'all with doing this. Whenever I get ready to torque them down, I may bring y'all back, but I'll at least give y'all the torque on everything. What I did, I put a jack stand underneath here and lowered the car down till there was weight on this wheel, and then I tightened down all the bolts and everything, just because in there that one is a rubberized bushing and you don't want it to squeak or make any noises and possibly move inside of the housing. So we put the weight of the car on there, and then you tighten it down. So That right there is 80 Newton meters. Those two over there are 80 Newton meters. The big one on the ball joint is 130 Newton meters. And then this one right here is going to be 50 Newton meters. I haven't put this one on yet, but we do have everything else torqued, so I can pretty much take off the pressure on this, and then I can put that on, and that'll pretty much be everything of putting that on. So let me put that tie rod back on, and then I'll come back, close out the video, because I'm going to leave the inner fender off just because I have to do some more stuff anyway. Like I have to do the timing belt and stuff on this. So got the tie rod on, got it torqued down. Like I said, the only things that I left off was the inner fender and then this bracket right here, just because I do have to take the timing cover off and timing belt and all that stuff to change a few things. So y'all just have to go ahead and put the inner fender back on and all that stuff if you're not doing anything else to it. But this is pretty much doing one of these on this. It's not really that bad of a job. I was expecting a little more to it, but not really too bad. So if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I do try to answer every question that y'all do send me. If I don't get to you, in a couple days, sorry. Sometimes I don't get on there daily and see everything, but I am trying to post more stuff on Instagram too, so some of this may be on Instagram today when I do it, but this video will probably be up in about a week or two, just because I do have a few videos before this. So, but like I said, if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section. I get to them. And then any other thing y'all need, hit me up on Instagram. It don't have to even pertain to this type of vehicle, any kind of vehicle. You got any questions, hit me up. I'll answer them as I come to them. But like always, torque this tight, and y'all have a great day.